About Facebook parties. Hi, Brittany. I have done all of my sales in the last year through Facebook parties. So I joined in June of 2017, and I did all vendor events and then just selling to friends and family and on Facebook, which wasn't super successful because it was still so new. Hi, Claire. So at that point, Zyia was extremely new. We'd only been in production for like 3 or 4 months at that point. So anyway, I did all vendor events and I did okay. I would hit about $1,000 a month, and I really would push. So I would try to do 2 to 3 vendor events every month. At the holidays, obviously there was a lot more to go to, a lot more options. So I would try to do 4, which would be 1 every single weekend. And at the end of the year in 2017, I think my sales were at like 5,500. And I had just gone to this big Zyia conference, and they had this thing called the 10K Club, and that was for any rep who had sold at least $10,000. And I coveted that club. Like, I wanted to be a part of that 10K Club so bad. But I didn't know how to get there. Like, I was trying, I was really making an effort. I was showing up every single day, and I just wanted to be there. And then in January of 2018, one of the Zyia leadership calls, they had a rep come on and talk about how she and her friend did Facebook parties. And I had never done one. I didn't really know anything about them other than little comments here or there that they weren't successful. And so I reached out, oddly enough, to a fellow nurse. I was till I stayed home with my baby, but I was a charge nurse in surgery for the last 13 years. And I reached out to another nurse who actually used to be my cousin's wife, so that was a little taboo in our family, and I didn't care. I reached out to her because she loved to work out, and I asked if she'd be willing to be my guinea pig for my first ever Facebook party. And she said yes, thankfully, and I was still learning, and that first party did okay. And one of the things I learned really quickly was I needed another Zyia rep in there who would help me comment, who could bring more information to my parties. And so ever since then, I always will invite 1 to 2 reps to my party, sometimes more, just depending on if they're really busy and not going to be able to comment as much or whatever, then I can try to invite more. But the thing with Facebook is you need 3 or more comments for a post to become what they consider popular. So once that post is popular, it shows up in more people's regular scrolling Facebook feed. And so instead of clicking on their notifications, people will still see that popular post when they're just randomly scrolling in Facebook. So that's a big thing if you really want your post to be seen. And you can't always get that many comments with the guests. So I made a little list of things that I do with my parties to make them successful. But that was one of the first things I learned. Now, through the course of that year, my sales are now at 43,000, 44,000, something like that. So I went from 5,500 in the end of 2017 to 43,000 by the end of 2018, and that was all with Facebook parties. Now, I know some people don't have luck with them, and so I can't say that my tips and tricks are some magic cure that's going to make everything better for you, but I am going to tell you everything I do to help make this better, for what helped me make it better, so that you can then apply that to your own thing. So again, I made notes because I am like shiny penny syndrome type of person. Like, I get really sidetracked and go off on another tangent or comment or thought and then get lost. So you'll see me looking down a little bit. I did say that at least the other 2 Zyia reps, big important thing, because they're going to help boost those comments. They're going to help get those posts notified. And your hostess knows. I always tell my hostess, I'm going to invite a few other Zyia reps to help keep comments flowing. So the hostess knows, but all the other party guests don't, and they don't see all of your posts, which I'll get to a little bit later here. But they're not going to realize that Amanda commented on 6 or 8 of my posts today. They don't see that. They just see that this girl named Amanda is really interested in the clothing, or she really loves this pair of leggings that she bought. They don't know she bought them on her own. They didn't know she bought them from me. They don't care. They just see that they're high quality legging, or that she's interested too. And people do have a fear of missing out, the FOMO. So when you see things, you see different reps who are like, oh my gosh, I need that pair. I love that pair. It does kind of help trigger people's curiosity and interest. I do also ask the hostesses to please be active. I've had parties that do over $1,000. I've had many parties that do not make a single sale, not one. And a lot of times those ones that don't make a single sale are ones where the hostess is not active. She doesn't comment, she's not involved. Your party goers are not going to want to try this stuff if the hostess doesn't even care. Like if the hostess isn't excited, she's just trying to get free stuff, they're not going to buy from her, and which means they're not buying from you, and your sales don't go up. So I will attach at the end of this in the comments, I will attach the message that I send to every single Facebook hostess before her party, telling her what to send out to her friends. I also make sure that they personally invite people. Nobody likes attending a party where you're just randomly added and you have no idea why. You're not going to buy from that person. So I do make it a very big point to the hostesses that they need to reach out and personally message their party guests. And all you have to do is type out the first message. And after that, you can literally copy and paste it into every person's Facebook message or text or whatever that you sent to them. So it's super easy, it is super fast, and that personal touch makes a huge difference on the success of your party. The posts, especially if there's one that you really need to be popular, like your most new launched item that you know all the sizes are available in, or the most popular bra, or whatever, once you get one person's comment on it, sometimes I'll kind of cheat the system a little bit, and I'll reply back to them and be like, you're right, this All-Star bra has the max support. And then I'll put another comment down below it that says it's also available in black, white, red, navy blue, and coral. And now olive green. So, but then you've got 2 comments. Now your comment just hit that 3rd mark, so that'll help boost it up too. Or you can put the little GIF or GIF, I never know how you say that, down below. Like you can reply to their comment, but then do like a little GIF of a girl shopping, or of the heart eyes, like you're in love with the item, or little things like that that just help boost comments. And here's the other thing. I post every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And I know that sounds daunting. I use a posting app. I'm going to show you guys how to use one. But I pre-schedule the night before. I go in, I schedule my posts. The next day I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to watch the clock. I don't have to worry that they're being done at a certain time. It is huge. I know that sounds like a lot too as a party guest. Like you don't want your Facebook feed blowing up with this party. You don't want people annoyed. But Facebook doesn't notify people of every single post you make. So the way I do it is I post every hour through the morning, and then at lunchtime, so 12:30, 1 o'clock, I post on the half hours, and then I just once an hour through the daytime, and then in the evening at 6, I go 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30, 8, 8:30, and 9. And again, that sounds like a lot. I'm going to show you how to make that really, really easy. But the thing is most people work during the day, and they're home in the evenings. So at lunchtime and break times, people scroll through their Facebook messages. And in evening times, people scroll, whether they're making dinner, sitting on the couch, whatever, they tend to scroll. So I make my more popular posts during those times, our most popular items. If I'm doing a special or a deal, I make sure it's during those times. Customer satisfaction reviews, I put during those times. the ones you need people to see, I make sure are in those higher watched times. I also do my parties over a weekend. You can do them during the week. You can do any time you want. For me, weekends just seem to work better. I have a little more help around the house with the little one, and so that's why I pick mine. But I usually run mine for 3.5 days. I'll start on a Thursday evening and run it through Monday. So, let me see here. Oh, on all those posts, I don't know if I told you, people don't get the notifications for every post. So if you do 12 to say 16 posts a day, which by the way, we have more than enough product to make that many posts, I promise. People are only going to get like 2 to 4 notifications of those in a day. And it's not the same posts for each person. So again, the more posts you have, the more chances they're going to get a notification in their folder saying, hey, come watch or come check this out. I also try to make my own spin on item descriptions. Sometimes the new releases, I'll copy and paste the majority of the description, especially if I haven't tried them yet, so I don't really know unique qualities about them. But I do try to put a little bit of my own spin. If it's an obvious copy and paste message that says the same thing about every single pair of light and tight leggings, they're going to be bored. So I'll put spins on them like, I love this outfit, this one sucks everything in. Or, I mean, just put your own unique spin. Think about how you would talk to somebody at a vendor event or talk to your best friend about this pair of leggings and then put that into words. Because when they feel your unique personality, it comes through more and you'll get more comments, laughs, things like that that get the interaction. I like to do at least one live video, and I'll usually showcase a bra, showing them the details of a bra, the padding, especially if it's one of the ones that have the good quality circle pads that don't fold up on you, and then like a pair of light and tight leggings so I can show them the high waist, the pockets, the quality, things like that. Doesn't have to be long. You can do like literally a 5-minute live video, but it gets it out there, kind of shows people what they're seeing. I'm going to show you how to do this, but as the party's going on, yeah, so many months ago, Megan Grimm did a video on how fast our leggings dry when wet, and that post gets a lot of comments because, face it, everybody sweats when they're working out. Hello. And anybody who's had a baby or surgeries or just age can pee a little bit with jumping jacks and squats and sit-ups, and anyway, when that dries and nobody can see, it's huge. Women want to know that. They don't want to admit that happens to them, but they want to know that their stuff's going to dry. So I make sure they know that. Don't shy away from the embarrassing stuff. Show squat pictures, show moisture drying pictures. Those things are what people want to see. Towards the end of the party, there's a really cool new feature on Facebook groups that will let you see the top contributors. So the people who have commented the most throughout the party, I will send them, if they haven't already ordered, I will send them a message from me, from my personal account, that says, hey, is there anything you need? Any questions you have? Do you need help ordering? Just one more personal touch to let them know you care, that you are interested, that you notice they're involved. And I'm going to show you how to go in and find that. And then the last thing I do, and this is huge for me, is I play the deal or no deal game. We have it in the back office. I've made a lot of tweaks over the last year. If you want to message me, I will show you my pictures and share my pictures and the deals that I personally do. You can tweak the deals to what your budget allows. So I will do one deal. Well, I do 6 deals, and I'll make 2 of them at $10 off an item. And then I'll make 2 of them $20 off an item, and I will make 30 of them $30 off your purchase if you agree to host a Facebook party in the next 2 months. People like free stuff. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to take a break real quick and run and grab my water. Anyway, so that's something I feel like I can personally afford. You can change your stuff up to make it whatever you want. I did learn through the year that You can't just do $10 off an item because somebody goes in and orders an $18 hat and wants the $10 coupon. That's not right. That's not helping the party hostess get her sales up, and that is not what your commission is. So I always make sure I go over $1,000 a month. And so I know my commission is going to be 28%. So I never make my Facebook deals more than at least 25%, because I want to make sure I'm getting paid back for that deal, but I'm also boosting the the hostess's party sales, and which gets her more hostess rewards, which means she's going to brag about you, and you book more parties, and that's huge. Your business needs more parties to succeed. And if paying $30 for an $80 purchase, which on the Facebook party posts, I am willing to take a little bit of a hit on the cost. You do not have to. This is what I do. I am willing to take a little bit of a hit. Let's say an $80 purchase, you're going to get you're going to pay back $20 of that. So by giving them $30, I'm losing $10. But that $10 out of my pocket means that somebody else is going to have a Facebook party that could profit you up to $300. I mean, that's huge. I'm willing to put $10 out of my pocket to get another party. Personally, that's me. That's how I get so many parties. I do anywhere between 5 and 8 a month. I tried to do 12 one month and I went insane. I couldn't do it. I'm not willing to give up that much of my time. So I limit it at 8 parties a month. But when you keep your schedule full, you keep your income coming in. So, okay, I'm going to flip my camera now that I've showed you guys all my tips and tricks. I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook group. Facebook groups get way more notifications than Facebook events. They are very difficult to delete. So they're kind of attached to your account forever, which I know is kind of annoying, but I would rather have them attached to my account and having a successful party versus an event I can delete that doesn't do so well. So again, that's my take on it. So I'm going to show you how to do a Facebook group, and then I'm also going to show you a real brief description on the posting app I use, which is SenseShare. And I'll do a more in-depth video and post that later. I just don't want you guys to have to sit here forever while I show all the little tips and tricks on it. So let me flip this around and get my computer back up in line here. There we go. All right. Yes, Megan, I can definitely show you the deals, and then I created them on my computer, the deals that I could afford, and I kind of ended up making in those stipulations, like you have to spend $40 in order to get that $10 off coupon, because I'm not losing money over this, and I don't want to see somebody take advantage of the system, and I don't want to see that hostess lose out on sales. That's just silly. So I'll show you guys, I'll add them in the comments, the pictures I have made. But again, you guys can create them on your computer. You can make them however you feel comfortable doing them. Okay, so here's the thing with Facebook. If you do a business page, you are allowed to post as many pictures as you want in any post. You can make a group from your private page, your personal page, but you're only allowed to post one picture at a time through a posting app. So if you have a business page, use your business page. If you don't have a business page and you don't want to create one, post from your personal account, but make photo collages so that multiple pictures can be shown at the same time, okay? All right, so you're gonna come into, this is my business page. It's the exact same thing if you are using your personal page, but you go to groups and we're going to create a group. One thing I like to do is write something unique. So I name their party something unique just to be eye-catching. So I need to create one anyway for a party that's coming up this weekend. And so I'm gonna name this one Nicole's Amazing, if I could type, activewear party. And it's always gonna, because this is my business page, it's always gonna add me. It's very important. And then I'm gonna add Nicole, who is in it. And then I'm gonna add my couple of Zyia reps. So my go-to is Amanda. I'm sure she is sick of me after a year, but she loves me and I pay my friendship dues. Just kidding. So I'm gonna add her, and then I'm gonna add one of my downline who's great at parties too. And that way I'll get a few comments on it. And then I hit create. So it's gonna create your group. It'll pop up here. And then one of the things you're gonna do, you're gonna wanna upload a photo. Now you can pick any photo you want. You can create photos. You can do really anything you want. I have kind of a couple of go-tos that I love. And it's gonna take me a minute to find my go-to. So I'm just gonna use this one for now. Let's see. And then you can position it to kind of show details that you want people to see, and then just save it. And then one more thing you're going to want to do is members. If you're doing it from your business page, you need to come over here and make sure that you yourself is an admin. By being an admin, you can accept people's requests to join the group. You can post from different things. So, okay, I'm gonna come back over here. And then under more, right here, you are going to go to edit group settings. And we need to, where'd it go? Apps, right here. This is important. You have to now give permission through Facebook to use a posting app. So I'm gonna click on the apps. The app I use is called CinchShare, CINCHSHARE. There's also other apps you can use. Buffer is one that will allow you to post videos, but only 4 pictures at a time. And then Tailwind is another one that you can use. It does not allow videos, and I think it's just 1 picture at a time, to be honest. CinchShare, which I love because it lets you post up to 10 pictures at a time, and it also lets you save your posts, so you don't have to retype out everything every single time. Okay, so once we got all that done, you can come back out. You can see that you've got your Facebook picture and everything here looks good and ready to go. So from here, I'm going to open up another window. And I'm going to go into my CinchShare app that I keep scheduled. I use login with Facebook. For me, it's just easier, and I need it to connect to Facebook anyway. So you can do however you want. But once you click this, your very first time, it's going to ask you some different questions to get you all set up. But I've already logged in, so it's just going to take me straight to my account.